Today I'm going to show you how you can build this WhatsApp automation completely from scratch. Now before moving forward with the actual build, I'd like to give you an overview of what we are going to build. Okay, at first we have got multi-agent routing. As you can see, we have different agent for booking, treatment, support, and after that we have got different layers of memory like summarization memory, history, and other things as well. Then we have got background summarization, message debouncing. So basically a WhatsApp user messages in bursts. So basically he'll message, hi, I'd like to book an appointment, and you don't want to message him, reply him, okay, hi. After that you reply him, hey, how are you? And after that you see them another message. So like, let me show you an example. A WhatsApp user messages something like, hey, I'd like to book an appointment. So you need to just give him a single reply. And after that we have got the typing indicator. Then there's the extraction agent that will only extract the useful part from its conversations. And we have got the RPC layer in Supabase, which I'll explain further. And then we have got context capture, error logging. Here are some things that I have left out for maybe in future videos. I'll make these. I've not built a custom drag for cleaning documents, not input voice or image in this automation. That there's no payment integration, and yeah, so these are the things that I have not used. Now let's move forward with the build. So we'll be building this automation completely from scratch, along with this appointment reminder, the booking appointment extended also, then there's a cancel appointment agent, then there's check availability, and also we've got a bunch of agents. These all agents are working together. So let's start with the build. Let me just create a new folder here. Let me just type it up again. Backend. Okay, so let's start with the build. I'll just drag my WhatsApp on messages. Yeah, I'll select my account. Let me just trigger it. I'm going to execute workflow. We'll just send a message, hi. Perfect. I'll pin this data. Okay, so let's just set the data for now. We'll just do a little bit of filtering here of what we need. So we will be needing probably from, after that the actual body text, then let's say WhatsApp ID, name. Let's say we don't have the name of the user right now, so we'll not be including that. And then we have got WhatsApp message ID. We can drag it just here, not here, something like this. Okay, and yeah, that's it for now. We'll see if we need more things. We'll go and execute step. We've got all these details here, and now, okay, so what we can do it, let's head over to Supabase for now. Okay, so as you can see, I've got this bunch of different tables in Supabase. Then there's a user table, then there's a treatment, patient context, messages, follow-ups, error logs, conversation summary, conversation states, appointments, and agent log. So these are different tables. Along with, we have multiple functions here. Yeah, so we have got multiple functions in here. There's a fetch memory function, then there's a error log function, then there's a summary, save summary, get conversation to summarize function. So I've built different functions here. I'll show you how you can build everything from scratch. So let me just head over to here. Yeah, as you can see, this is a blank project. Okay, it is not a blank project. Let's just, so let me create a new project, type here, okay, WhatsApp demo. Click here, generate a password, and after that just click on create a new project. Okay, so as you can see, we have nothing here. Table is empty. I'll go to the SQL editor, and I have this pasted here. Hit Command Enter. Let's just run without RLS. And once you have run the work, I'll take you through the code very quickly. So we are creating different tables in the Supabase. As you can see here, messages, then conversation state, then we have got conversation summary, patient context, and multiple tables we are creating. And after that, we are also creating multiple functions as well. So if we see, this is a fetch memory function and other different functions. So I'll show you how you can, I'll provide the code in the description of the video, okay? So, okay, we have see here success, no rows return. We'll go to the table editor. We'll just, okay. So we've got multiple rows in here, as you can see. Now let us just go to the main, and the first thing that we are going to check is we'll check if the user exists or not. So we'll type Supabase, we'll just get a row, and after that let me show you how you can create a new credentials as well. Go to the connect option. Okay, not here. Go in here, just copy the project URL, paste it here, then go to project settings, go to API keys, go to the service role secret revealed, copy, go to the main backend, paste this here. Now we have got our table, just connect this. You can search for user and not this, users, okay. And after this, we'll just use the, what we can use the phone number of the user. Perfect. To see if it exists, I will just do like this. So as you can see, there's no user right now, so it has written a empty JSON, okay. And we'll just leave it, keep it clean, user check, okay. And now after this, what we are going to do is we will just route based if the user exists or if the user not exist. Because like if the user does not exist, we need to create a table. So we'll just add an if node. So we'll check here, like we'll check whether the user exists or not, and based on it we'll route different flows. So just we'll go over to expressions. So we'll just type here user check dot item dot JSON. Okay, if this is, let's say this is empty, where is it? Okay, this is empty. Yeah, since this is empty, let's do vice versa. Yeah, so if this is not empty, so basically the user does not exist. We can type here user exist or not. Now based on if the user does not exist, we need to create a row for the user in our Supabase. So what we'll do is head over to Supabase, create a row. Now we can just use the not the WhatsApp database. Okay, yeah, let's say demo. Okay, and I will go here to YT demo, and yeah, users. So we'll go to the edit fields, and what we can send is the phone number. We do not have the name of the user. First visit, yes, will be true. and after that created an email. Yeah, nothing else. So from the phone number we can grab this first visit. Yeah, it is true. And after that phone number, first visit. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so what this will do is basically if I go to my table editor and in my users field, as you can see the table is empty right now, so I'll just execute this workflow. Yeah, and let me just cut it now, refresh it. Yeah, as you can see we have got our table created. Now uh, we can just like create a user. Now that we have created a user in our Supabase table, we need to insert the message as well. So we'll just add another Supabase node. We'll create a row and we'll just go on messages. Yeah. So okay, user ID. After that we need message. After that we need a role. After that agent and WhatsApp message ID as well. Okay, so we have got the user ID from here. Message, let's just go or edit field. Let me just create the body, take the body from here. Yeah, this is our message. And in the role field, so basically if we go to our message columns, let me just check the role. So there are two roles, either user or either assistant. Okay, so this is to classify who sent the message. So we can write here user, and after that from the agent. So this is basically, here comes your multi-agent routing part. I'll cover a low level of this, but you can make this more advanced. So for now we'll just type here receptionist. Okay, let me just see what are the values it is accepting. Just go to the edit column. Okay, so yeah, and here is receptionist. After that we have got to enter the message ID. Oh, this is a message ID. Okay, WAID, yes. Okay, so since everything is done, we'll just rename this to insert messages. Okay, we'll execute this. Perfect. Now pin this data and again pin this data and this as well. Now after inserting the messages, we want to get the current agent state. But since now after inserting the messages, we want to get the current agent state. But since this is a new user, there is no state for the current agent. It's like this is the first message. But just to show you guys how you can do that also, I'll just head over to Supabase. Just click on get a row. Now from here I will just like to type a conversation state. Now this saves it has this fields. So here's the user ID and after that the current agent state. Okay, so here, currently there's no state, so basically we need to create a state here. So after creating one, we can just input the user ID, the current agent. After that stage last intent and updated it, will keep this as null for now because I don't want to make this video wait too long. Now we have to insert the user ID in here. Current agent is the receptionist agent because like every hi message will flow to the receptionist agent. You can add a logic as well here. So what this will do is it is current state. Okay. Now let's just, okay, so we've got the current state as well. Now we'll just add a edit field node. Okay, so let's keep this like this for now. Now this will be our input context. So what we need here is basically, let's say, the user ID, the current agent, and the message as well. Yes. Okay, my bad. Where's the current agent? Yes, perfect. Now we have our user ID, current agent, and message as well. Let's just, this will be our input content. Okay. Now we have got to build the flow for our whether if a user exists. So we'll just keep on increasing this flow. After input content, we need to add a AI agent. So this agent's job is to basically detect the intention of the user. So we have got our, let me just delete this, use OpenRouter, and we have GPT 4.1 mini, and let me just define below. Yes, so this is the user message. We'll just drag this here, and we have also the current agent. We'll drag this here. Now we have got the output parser, we need structure output, and I'll just copy paste it. I'll paste it here. Then we have got to enter our system message. So okay, so this is our system message for now. Okay, current agent user message. Okay, yeah, so this is you are a router for a dental clinic WhatsApp system. Your job is to decide which agent should handle the user message. So we have got our 4 agents: receptionist, treatment, support, and our booking agent as well. We have some routing rules as well, then the switching logic, some important thing, and we have also mentioned here to return the information, the output in this format. Okay, now if we execute this for now, okay, something is wrong. Then put it as doesn't use expression here. Okay, so it's talking about this agent. Let me just um, delete this from here for now. Okay, okay, authorization failed. Oh yeah. Okay, so as you can see, receptionist, then we have got the reason also. The user greeted the clinic with hi, which fits us. Yeah. Now, let's say now if a user message again, like let me just unpin this for now. And in the WhatsApp, I message again, hey, how are you? Now, if I pin this data and execute this, as you can see, the user already exists. Now, if I execute this, we have got to build the true branch as well. So if the user exists, what we need to provide is basically the previous history and the summary of the chats as well. So we'll do that for now. And yeah, okay. So we'll basically be preparing the context for the detection agent so that it can detect and route based on the intent of the user. So first of all, we'll insert the message basically in Supabase. So I'll go over to Supabase, create a row, go over to message, add a field, user ID, and we've got the message. Then, so we don't know, yeah, we know the role, we don't know which agent will handle this, and yeah, that's it. Created at WhatsApp message ID as well. Now what we can do is insert our user ID. Message we can get from here, and after that for the role this is the user messaging, and the WhatsApp message ID it is here. Okay. So we have again, this is also insert message, and if I run this, yeah, we have got our message inserted. Let me just show you, let me just refresh this for now. Yeah, as you can see, we have got out both our messages here. Now let me just cut this for now. After inserting the messages, what I want is check if the user has sent another message or not. So basically, let's say if the user typed, hey, I would like to, and after that it types book an appointment, something like, hey, I'd like to make an appointment, something like this. So I don't want to reply this and this separately. So that is why I'll be adding a message check to see what the user, if the user have send multiple messages. So we'll add HTTP node for now, and let me just show you. If I add a Supabase here and get, instead of not get, but you can see we have a RPC of is latest message. Now, okay, yeah, we have RPC of is latest message. I don't know why this is happening. There was an issue in loading, something like that. But I'll be using the HTTP node for this. So here's the curl command for this. As you can see, we have got our Supabase URL, the Supabase key, then authorization as well. We'll paste the same key here and here both, and content type, then the user ID, and then we have also got the limit as well. So we'll just click on import, and we have got, yes, pretty much everything. Now we need our Supabase URL. So if I head over to messages, this is our Supabase URL. I'll copy this, go to the main backend, just, yeah, paste this, and then let me, okay, for the API key and for the Supabase key as well. So let's just create a custom auth for this, for the Supabase key, and for this also. Let me just grab the key with project settings, head over to API keys, here, reveal, copy. Okay, let me just write the JSON. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just head over to authentication, generic, custom auth, then I'll just add a new credential. I'll write here Supabase YT demo, then JSON, I'll just put it to expression, and I'll just paste this. So in here we have our API key, then we have our authorization as well, and we have got the content type. I'll just click on save. Yes. Now I can delete this and this as well. Now for here, for our user ID, I'll just drag the user ID and limit. Let's say we want last 30 messages to come. I'll just click on execute workflow. Okay, let me just import this curl again. So we'll just do everything custom from here. I'll just copy this, go over here, authorization, paste this, and then the API key I'll just paste this again. Yes, then we have got our user ID. I'll just drag this over here for the URL. Let me just go over to WhatsApp demo, copy this, Okay, this. Okay, yeah. I don't know why that was not working. That should work. But yeah, we have got the history as well. So what this also does it, I think this also get the summary as well. Let me just check again. But now currently, let's just move it forward. Pin this for now. But what we want to do here is now to get the latest messages basically. So I'll add a HTTP node. I have cur command is latest message check. So I'll just import the cur. Okay, and yes, again I'll copy this. That is why I was trying to create the headers. My bad. Yeah. Then I have to go over to project settings, API keys here, reveal, copy, and let's just paste this as well. In the user ID, we have got our user ID, message ID, latest message ID. Yeah, so we have got the combined text as hi, hey, how are you, and then message count 2 is latest true. Okay, so this is very useful when the user messages in bursts. So you can add a wait node here as well. So let's, if we add a wait node probably for maybe 2 seconds or 3 seconds, so it will feel more natural to the user. But for now, we'll just keep this to is latest check, and we've got true. Now after checking if this is the latest message, we'll just go on if. Now if is latest is equal to true, we'll execute this. Okay, so after this, what we can do is, let me show you. In the WhatsApp, if you see, so currently this is saying delivered, not as marked as read. So we want to add a blue tick here. So for adding a blue tick, I'll just add a HTTP node. Go over here. I'll just click on do nothing here. I'll explain this why I'm doing this. Yeah. Let's just keep it here. Okay, now what we need to do is basically mark read for the user. So how we can do that is, let me just grab the URL over here. Another method is to post. After that, in the credentials, predefined, I can select WhatsApp API. From here I can select this one. After that, we need to send headers. In our header, we need to send this application JSON. Then after that, oh my bad, we have to send the body. Now in the body, we can just use JSON expression. Copy this. I'll paste this over here. So we need to use the message ID here. Insert messages. This is the WhatsApp message ID. I'll just replace this by, where is it? Here. And success is equal to true. Now, okay, so now as you can see, we have got blue tick on our messages. So this is marked as typing in red. This will also show the typing indicator. Let me show you how. So I'll unpin this and this for now. And let me just execute the workflow. If I send here a hi message, you see Yeah, you can see there's a typing indicator over here. And yeah, so we have got this to make it feel more natural. Now after that, let me just drag this more over here. And again, we'll add a HTTP node. Now we need to get the summary along with the history of the messages that the user has sent. So, which and now let me show you how functions. So see, this is a RPC that we have created. Its name is fetch memory. So we have declared our variables here. So, and here's the actual logic that we are using and what it will return. So it will return the summary and history both. So what we can do is, let me just copy the curl command of this fetch memory. Yeah. So we have got the curl command of this. Let me just import, paste this over here. Yeah. Now what I have to do is copy this, paste this over here, the authorization over here, and for the URL I can use this, copy this, paste this, and in the we need the user ID as well. So we have got the user ID here. We'll just insert this and we'll click on execute step. So see, as we have not generated the summary yet, but you can see all the history of the user. So user hi, then we have message how are you, and then again hi. These three messages are not showing because we have not inserted them into the database. So now this we can rename this to get history slash summary and as well. So here get history slash summary. Now after that, let me just see, it's a pretty long workflow. So okay, so we need to get the current state as well. So we'll add a Supabase row and just get a row. We'll use conversation state, add a condition, user ID equals to this. So we'll click on execute step. Okay, as you can see, the current agent, it's receptionist, because we have entered here, somewhere around here, we have entered the receptionist. I mean, I don't know where, somewhere around here, yeah. And now after that, we can just current state, yeah. And now we have to prepare the input context for this also. In set. Now what all things we need, let's just get it one by one. User ID, current agent, then from the RPC we need history, we need summary also, and user ID, current agent, history, summary, and let's insert message, we need the message also, let's say ID, and yeah, that is pretty much it. Now we'll again rename this to input content. Okay, so let me just, perfect. And now let's combine both of these as set field. We can just drag this over here, this one to here also, and then this goes here. So here we have got the user ID, the current agent, the history, the summary, the message and the WhatsApp message ID as well. Now if we see in this one, let me just delete this one now. So we have all these things. So as you can see, it is accepting this. There's no history, there's no summary and message. Yeah, so everything is good. Now in the AI agent, we can provide this. Okay, so let's just execute the workflow and let me just type here again. Hey, how are you? So now you can see, yeah, see double tick. Then there's a typing indicator. There's a blue tick as well. And then, okay, so this, you can see our agent has redirected it to the receptionist. And there's also a reason for that. Now what we need to do is, let me just rename this to set input. Okay, let me just make it look a bit better. We have got this, just detect intent. Now from this we need to switch based on the agent. So if agent, okay, let me just add, paste. Now we have got the receptionist. Okay, we see receptionist. Then we have got the which agent. Let me just booking agent. Then we have a treatment. And then we have got the support agent. So depending on your use case, you can build multiple agent logic here. If we see our prompt in here, you can see we have got 4 agents: a booking, treatment, support, and then we have the receptionist as well. Now let me just rename this copy here, rename up to receptionist. I'll rename up to booking. Then after that, our name is treatment. We've got to support. Coming to the functionality of each agent, you can see here's a brief functionality. The receptionist handle the basic greetings, what the user want. The treatment agent handles questions about treatment pricing options, helps user choose a treatment, handle messages like I want whitening, and yeah. Then the support handles pain issues, complaint, emergencies, and we've got the booking agent as well to handle the booking, rescheduling, cancellation, and other things. Now, as you can see, we have got the output to receptionist agent. Now we need to build our agents. For our receptionist agent, I'll just add a AI agent. Okay, I can use OpenRouter. Let me just copy the prompt as well. Copy here. Okay. Yeah. Expression, paste. Okay. Option, system message, expression. Paste this here. I'll come to this prompt later. Let me just fix one thing here. Here we are only providing the current message and current agent as input. We need to also provide the history also. So history, summary if it exists. So we have the history, we have the summary maybe not as well. So we can type here this. Now for our receptionist, we can add another set field here. What this will have is output. Yeah, agent output. Reason, if you want, we don't need this here. Then from the set, we need the history, the summary, the message ID also. Let's say user ID. We'll just put the user ID at the top. Now we have this. And execute step. Okay, cannot get data for the expression, but why? Okay. Yes, so we can will replace this by now if we execute step. Yes, so we have got the data. Now we can rename it to set input. Okay, so in the user message, I'll just paste this. Okay, so we have got the user message in here. And we have got our prompt for the receptionist agent. You can read it, its job, what it does not do, tools it can use. Then we have got some rules, the flow also, and what to not do. Okay, so after this, we need a specific format as well. Here's the structure. We'll paste this. Now talking about the tools, just rename this to receptionist. I think I have made a mistake over here. We have append patient note, and then we have upsert patient context as well. So I'll just copy the curl. And patient note. And the tool, I'll just add a HTTP tool. I'll import the curl, paste this. Yeah, done. So we need to provide it. And okay, so instead of using JSON, I think it would be better to use this, using fields below. In the first field, we have got the user ID, and then again we have got the node. Okay, so I'll explain this further like later in the video. Let's just delete this for now. No need for now. So I'll just rename what the tool is called, append patient node. Okay. Yes, so we'll just focus on to currently replying the user. Now we have this detail. Okay, I'll just delete this thing. Yeah. And now what is the error? Why is it happening? What model I was using? OpenRouter open 3. Let me just create a new credit. Give me a credit. Okay. API keys. What's up? Expiration. Let's copy this. Go here. Paste. What's up? Say. Now let's check. Why? I don't even know why there is error. Everything is good. Let me just refresh. I don't know why n8n is doing this. Like everything is good to go. I'll just pin this. Just refresh. Okay. No. And I don't know what was that. Why it was doing. Yeah. And also, as you can see, we've got the reply. We have got the output here, and we have extractable data false. It has replied, "Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How can I help you today?" Now we need to send this message. So we'll add the WhatsApp, send a message, enter my number, then we have to go over here. Okay, so we need to drag, we need to add this number as well in the set field. I'll do that later. For now, I'll just type my own number. In the text body, here's the reply, and let's see. So we have got our message. Let me just duplicate this. Now we have got another tool. Let's rename this to booking agent, and let me just change the prompt. Copy, paste. So this is my booking prompt. You are booking a session for a dental clinic. Yeah. So I've not gone in very detail with the prompts here because I wanted to show you how you can make a good advanced level WhatsApp automation. I won't say this is very advanced level, but I was not able to find any YouTube videos or someone making this level of automation on YouTube. And let me just treatment agent. So this is our treatment agent's prompt. Okay. So I can copy this. Yes, so this is our treatment agent's prompt. I'll just again duplicate this as this is our support agent. So we'll just connect this accordingly. Support agent goes here, treatment one goes here. Yes. Just keep it a bit close. So we have got our 4 agents to handle these. So let me show you of how this will look like in a workflow. So I'll just unpin this, publish it. Let's just publish this. Important. And after that, if I go over to my users table, I'll just delete this. And yeah, I also want to show you one thing. If I delete a user from here, you can see there are multiple messages here. Now if I delete this user, all the other messages should have been deleted as well. Let's just refresh this, and as you can see, there are currently 0 messages in here. So I'll send now. I'll just go ahead and message hi. So we should receive something like this. Yeah, and as you can see, this not blue tick right now because in our main backend we have forgotten to add this one over here, this node over here. So this follows this route. But okay, if I message hey, I needed to book an appointment. Now you can see this blue tick. We have got the typing indicator. So this feels a bit more custom. Hi, I can help you with that. May I know your name, please? So if we type our name as, let's type here Jatin. Now it will ask about more details, basically. Thanks, Jatin. Would you like to book a checkup or clean up something else? Okay. So if we see in our main backend over here, okay, so these are multiple different APIs that we are getting from WhatsApp. As you can see, this is the sent status. Then as here you can see this is the delivered. I think probably this is if the user have seen the message or not, something like that. Yeah, okay, not delivered only. Then again we have got one more error node over here which is red. Yeah, so you can just use a code or if node to just basically, if we get any kind of these 4 APIs, it will do nothing. But let's come to over here, and let me just copy this to the editor. Okay, I don't know if it got copied or not. Let me see. Thanks, I think would you like, yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is, let me just go ahead and pin this data, this as well. So as you can see, it has written over here that this reply or whatever the user has input has extractable information. This before that we were getting has extractable data as false, but here we have got has extractable data as true. So what we want to do what we want to do is we need to just add a extraction agent. So basically I can add a if node over here, and after that let me just pin this also. If where is it? If booking has extractable data, if this is equal to probably true, then we need, yeah, and after that we can just set the data over here. Then in the set data we can just provide the reply, and then in the set input we have got the message as well, then the history as well, history and summary. We can provide these so that it can extract. Now the issue is you do not want to provide the whole history and the whole summary. So what you can do is you can go ahead and get this agent and use this to fetch the last 2-3 messages only. So you need to get another RPC to fetch the last 2-3 messages. So we can just go ahead and delete this for now, and let me just add a HTTP node. We'll import the curl command, import this. Now, where is it? Yeah, you can create the headers. I don't know why it is happening. I'm not able to create the header, but you can easily create it. I'll just copy this, paste this over here. We have our API key. I'll copy this as well. Now I can paste it here as well. After that, in the user ID, in the limit, let's say we want only the 5 messages, the 5 previous messages, so that the AI has context of the question that the AI has asked and the reply that the user has given. So we need here the user ID. So what we can do is user ID, we can grab it from here. Where is it? Yeah. So we've got the user ID over here. Now if I click on execute step, you can see we have the history. Hi, I need to book an appointment, and then the user has replied with Jatin. Okay. There might be some issue, I guess, because this is okay. My bad. We have forgotten to add the agent's reply to the database. So what we can do is just head over to Supabase, and after that we can just create a row. Okay, I'm on the YouTube demo. I'll just go over to messages, add a field, user ID, then we've got the message, then in the role, and then after that we have got the agent as well. Now I'll just copy this over here also, paste this. Now if I see here in the message field, we need message, the reply, role as the 4th field as agent. So the role is, if the value is assistant, and in the agent, since this is the booking agent, we'll just type here booking, and the user ID we can get it from here. Yeah, perfect. So this will store the reply to the database as well. I forgot to add this one. And before that we can also and before that we can also add another Supabase node. We'll just create a row, head over to conversation state. We'll add field as user ID, current agent, and see here are things that you can tell the AI to give as well, the stage, that what stage it is currently in the conversation, like whether it is the booking stage or rescheduling stage or canceling stage, depending on your use case and to what industry or what niche you are building the agent. So I've gone with a pretty much simple approach here. So I'll delete this for now, but you can use that for later as well for a more advanced agent when you're building. So we'll what we have to do is basically here we have to kind of update a row. Now to update a row, we can use the user ID, not here. We'll add a condition for the user ID. If this equals to this, we'll delete this. What we can do is, though, we can output this current agent as booking agent, and yeah, okay. So instead of dragging this, we can just type over here. Then My bad. This is the booking agent. For the cell, update conversation state. Here we have got stored reply as well. Do this, duplicate this as well. We'll delete this. We'll get over to here and again here. Now we can just make it perfect. And over here, okay, we can just let's see what this field has. We'll just change the field according to the input. Okay, yeah. Also, what we can do is just date state and store reply. I'm renaming this just so that date state and then store reply 1. Here also we need this. We'll duplicate this. This goes over here and over here. Let's see what changes we need to make. This too. That is why you need to like use proper naming so that you can do the setup like very easily and like timely as well. This will help you to do this type of setup as fast as you can. And let me go over here and do this to 3. Then again I can go over here to do this to 3 again. Yeah. So we have read pretty much this, and what we can do is instead of adding if node over here, we can just delete this for now. So we can just aggregate the data. Just take an aggregate node and just so that all the data comes over here. Okay, perfect. Now if I just run this, okay, there is some problem. Okay, message JSON reply. Yeah, so this is the message. Yeah, so we need to update all these fields accordingly as well, but no worries, we can do that later. And like all, yeah. So we have gotten this. Now I can use the if node. Now what this will do is as you can see, since some data exists over here, we need to extract that data. Now we can drag over our set field node and okay, so we don't want yeah, we can just delete these instead of using the set field node. What we can do is we can use this, and for the user ID, yeah, for the user ID we can use a set field node. So I'm building this over the top of my head. This moment where we have where's the last step? We have the set ID, user ID. It's in set input 1. Okay. Yes, so we need the user ID. We have got the user ID. After this, we can just get user ID over here. We can just use this. Now you can see we have, since the limit is 5, we have got the 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, there's only 4 messages. Now if I change the limit to 2, we have got only the last 2 messages. So we can keep the limit to, let's say, 4. If we don't want to use many tokens, so we don't want to like skyrocket the token usage, here we can just, what's the tool name? We can just type it as get recent messages, and after that you can add an AI agent. Use here message. Here's the message. Require us output. We don't need an output, although system message. So we want this to extract. So the simple prompt: you are a data extraction assistant for a dental clinic WhatsApp system. Will provide these tool, and we have told it to extract the name and email only. For now, you can customize as per your own needs. Now, okay, everything is good. After that, we need to add a chat model. We can use OpenRouter. So I'm using GPT 4.1 mini. Then after that, for the tool usage, let me just so I'll just add a tool. Now import the curl for this tool. Yeah. So I've imported the curl for this tool, and where is it? Yeah. So the tool is called a set user field. So what this does is, if I show you in the functions, if I search for set user field, if I go to the code, so the only allowed text over here is the name and the email. So it will just extract the name, it will get the name and email, and it will like update it accordingly in the database. So what we can do is, okay, let's just set up this first. Where is it? Let me just try to create. Okay, I'll just keep doing this for now. Okay, so here we've gotten. Now we need our API key. I'll copy this. Paste this, and again we want this. We need the user ID, then name, and this. We can just use this to defined by AI, same as this to be defined by AI as well. And in the user ID, we can update it over here. Now, if I execute this, let's name this to save user details. Know what the tool was called, set user field, no worries. And what we can do is, yeah, now if I go to the table editor and in the users panel, you can see the name is empty, even though we have had the conversation of the AI asking me my name, but the name is empty. Now, whenever I execute, if I execute this, you can see it is saving the name and the output is done. Now, if I refresh this table, as you can see, I've gotten here the name as well. So this is our complete extraction part. This will only be active when this booking agent has produced this as true. If this is false, this will not move forward over from this. So over here we can just type it to do nothing. Yeah. Now we have set up our agent. It is time to add the tools. So we can add multiple tools over here. So let's start with the basic tools. So this is our main backend, and now let's just publish. No need to publish it. Yeah, and now we'll be building the check availability and along with the appointment reminder tool as well. I mean, not appointment reminder. Yeah, let's first build the check availability and book appointment tool. So I'll go ahead over here. I'll create one workflow. Another workflow will just type it to as check availability underscore tool. So we can type here this. When executed by another workflow, we need different fields. So paste this over here. So simple workflow. We are asking for date and time to check for this AI agent. We are putting it as the prompt, your availability check for a dental clinic. Then after that, we are getting the availability as well, start date time, and this is this format, and end date time. And yeah, this is pretty much it. We'll just yeah, open this, okay, and we'll publish this for now. In the main backend over here, we can just add the tool as called the n8n workflow. Here we can choose the check availability too. Yeah, and both will be defined by AI. So this is our check availability. Okay, I forgot the spelling, guys. Availability, yeah. So this is our check availability tool, and we need another tool for add. Yeah. So we'll just add over here another workflow for the appointment reminder. So book appointment. I'll go ahead and copy this as well. Okay, so yeah, this has got multiple workflow. I'll explain you, give me a moment. So this is a book appointment tool. Along with we have, as you can see in the original workflow, we have a book appointment extended as well. So we'll just create this as well. We'll rename this to book appointment underscore 2, just so I know. Then again, book appointment underscore 2. Yeah. So if I open my book appointment extended, and over here. So this is again. Now see, it depends on your use case whether you're building just a WhatsApp agent or you are integrating this feature over to a website or doing anything else. So what this appointment agent do is it will basically, let's say we have this input, this treatment cleaning status booked, something like that. We'll execute this. We have gotten our time in actual format. I don't know, it's the ISO format, something like that. Now then after that we'll go ahead and create an event. We've gone ahead and created an event over here. After that we'll insert the data for in the appointment field. So we've got our user ID, treatment, status, event ID, and then after that appointment date time as well. We'll execute this. So we have gotten an error over here. The error is we cannot create an appointment in this table until unless we have a existing user. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and I'll just copy this, copy cell. I'll go over to book appointment and spin this for now. Not this. Yes, so I'll change the user ID, because you can only book for those. Yeah, you can see the error of this error occurred because we were trying to create a row in our appointments table without this user ID actually existing in the users table. So it does not allow for an ID. So if I go ahead and execute it now, I don't know why this should not happen now. Okay, my bad guys. I was trying to like do this in the another table. Our table is called YT demo. Now if I execute it, yeah, so as you can see, we've got this appointment details, and after that, what this does is it will call another agent, which is this one. This will get the client details, send an email, then send a simple message to the message, and that's it. So the user will receive a notification uh, if he's on his email or and on the simple message as well. It depends on where you are integrating this system. So that's why I've built this workflow, just to show you that you can create something like this as well. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'll change the credentials over here to YT demo, and in the send email I have written my email over here and appointment confirmation. So there's some detail, and in the simple message I will just write, yeah, there goes my phone number as well, and nothing else. Same in the book appointment as well. You can easily make this. Now what we will do is we'll just call this n8n workflow as well. We have our book appointment underscore 2, not 2, we have to call book appointment underscore 2 only. This one, yeah. So this is our booking agent. I'll just rename it to book, and yeah. Similarly, you can create the rescheduling and cancellation agent as well. I mean the cancellation and rescheduling tool. I will not be covering this over here because I think the video is getting pretty long. Now the other tools that I need to insert over here are, yeah. So the save patient tool, what we'll do is just head over to the HTTP request. Let's copy the curl. I'll copy this, import this curl, paste this over here. Yeah. Now for the Supabase URL again. Okay, where is my spare agent? So I'll copy this. And here goes our URL. After that, my API key. Copy this. Okay. For the user ID, and then we have the text and art. We have basically this many fields over here. What I'll do is, instead of creating it like this, I'll use the fields over here. So we have this field, add another field and another field. Okay, this is art, this is no field. So here's the user ID. We'll let the AI define this and this. Now the tool is append patient note. Let's say if the patient says that we have an allergy to something very specific, we can see it over here. So this is another tool that we have gotten, and after that we need one more tool over here. What I'll do is I'll just duplicate this. Just create this now. connect this to here, and we have another RPCS, absurd patient context as well. Now what we need is we need user ID. In the node field we need just concerns, budget, then we need, you can see all these things in the RPC that we have created. That's why I'm not covering it. Where is it? Yeah, functions. So this is called absurd. Here if you go ahead and see in the edit function, so we have got concerns table, then budget, then preferred time, nodes. So yeah, so we have the concerns table, we have the budget table, then preferred time. Let's say depending on whether the user prefer the appointment in the evening or in the morning, we can update that also. Then we have got our notes as well. And everything will be defined by AI. Yes. And let me just give a little bit of description to every field as well. So we have got, for the node field, I've got this description as that you can a short JSON of the describing the user, the shape, topic, this detail, what the user said, example, something like that. Then for the preferred time, I have this note. Then we have got the budget. For the budget, we have this description and prefer. Okay, so let me just see what else is left. So we have got the user ID, concerns, budget, preferred time, notes. I think that is enough. Budget, preferred time. Preferred time, budget, notes. We don't need the art field. Yeah. Preferred time, notes is good. Budget is also good. For the concern field, okay, let's leave it to AI only. No worries. You can write the description. Okay, and what's the tool called? Absurd patient context. And you can just provide a short description as well, along with providing a description over here. So it just says safe patient detail by the patient context table, their dental concern and symptoms, and other things. Now, similarly, you can add the description over here as well. We'll worry about this later. And what we can do is we can just connect this tool to every agent that we have built. So we'll connect this to this. We'll connect this to the other receptionist as well. Okay. We got over here as well, so that any tool can update information over here. Now, yeah, so pretty much our workflow is done. Let's just test it out. We'll just publish this. Okay, so we'll publish the workflow. Let me just test this out. Yeah, I was looking for a cleaning appointment with Could you can you explain more? Yeah. So as you can see, this message has gotten blue tick. Then again, it rechecked for the another new messages, and this again got blue tick. And we are seeing the typing indicator, and will probably receive a message any moment. The disadvantage of this adding this is it makes your workflow a little bit slow, you can say. And we have not gotten the reply. Let's see the error field what the problem was. Okay, yeah, so everything's good. Okay, what about this? Okay, it was not able to send the message. Let's just put this in the editor. Okay. We can just use this message over here, the JSON message. We can keep it like this. Let's check the other WhatsApp field as well. We'll update. And after that, what is the other error that we have gotten? Let's just see this. Okay. No input data. An expression. This. Okay, let's just put this in editor. Okay, so it is saying there's no connection back to the set input one. Okay, I think it is talking about this field. Okay, so we have got over here set input 2, set input 3. So we need something that is common. We can use this user ID, which is more common. So what's the name? Set input only. From the mapping field is we over to here. This. Perfect. Now it should work. I think let's just publish this. And we are looking for clean employment. Again, we go here, paste this, press the enter over here. Some issue. Okay. I have openings for cleaning tomorrow at this. Which one do you prefer? So we can ask before working, can you explain more about the cleaning stuff? Yeah. Okay, so we have got an error again. Let's see what might be causing this error. Let's check if this is our message. Can you explain more? No. Okay, so we have got. Okay, so we are having error to store the reply, and after that, check over here again, the same error. Okay, yeah, I remember that we messed up this one a little bit. Please check your parameters non-variant call message. Okay, our message is null. So this goes over here. Copy this. Same. Here we have to, not here. Instead of treatment, this is I hope this is correct. Perfect. Let's just publish this. Now I'll go ahead and delete some of the messages in the table. Yeah. So let I've gotten multiple messages. Hi, I need to confinement, explain more. So I was looking for a cleanup appointment. Okay, let's forget this. Let's just, yeah, I'll just message this again. Okay, yeah. Deep cleaning removes plague and tartar buildup. Something it's usually cost between. Would you like me to book an appointment? Yeah, let's go ahead and book an appointment. Yes. Can you book an appointment? Okay, now let's just ask it for a slot available. Do you? Yes. What about tomorrow, 2 p.m.? Let's just see. Okay. Again, we have gotten into some error. Now let's see what the error is. Okay. No, not this one. This is the error. Okay. So if I debug this, okay. Why frequent in this type of automation? And yeah, so now you can see like with the same error, with the same structure and everything, we have gotten a perfect output. So that is why you need to at least at the very, sorry, now at the very least on error, continue, always output data, retry on fail at least 3 times. Yeah, so these things you should turn on for every AI agent. Let me just unpublish this for now so we can like debug the error whatever we are facing. Yeah, now what I'll do is unpin all the workflow. I'll just execute this now. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, the workflow is running. It has detected intent, booking intent. Here it is calling the check availability tool, and based on the slots available or not available, it is sending a reply, and we have gotten a reply. I checked and 2 p.m. slot is available. Shall I go ahead and book a cleaning appointment for that time? Yes, please. We'll just yes, please. Okay, my bad. Let me just delete this message. So what we'll do is, okay, we cannot test the burst messages over here. No problem. We'll just this please do. Now if I see again, it is intent and it is calling the book appointment tool, and in the book appointment tool it will not show over here, but if I go over to executions you can see let me just refresh. Okay, it should show all the Okay, so as you can see, there was an error because we have not published this workflow. Same, we have to publish this as well. Check availability is published, guys. Refresh date, time, treatment, user ID. The user ID goes over here. Status, yeah, everything is defined by AI. Now if I run this again in this execute workflow, okay, now, okay, my bad. As you can see, like because we have the previous history and the summary of the chats, it is saying you are already booked for cleaning appointment. Okay, let me just go ahead and delete the users table completely. We'll just go ahead and delete this. Now let's do a fresh start. I will refresh this. Yeah. Okay. Yes, you can also, for these three different Supabase nodes, you can add one function, one Supabase function or RPC, you can say, so that the workflow will become more faster. And let's just publish this and test this for now. So I'll just type here hi and got it. If we see our executions, then we have WhatsApp. Welcome to our clinic. How can I help you today? I need to book an appointment to book. I'll just say a cleaning appointment. Okay, uploading. You can see there's a typing indicator to make it feel more human. I know there's a little bit of delay in the workflow since this is a very long workflow, but you can like reduce the delay by, like, let's say you can remove these 4 nodes, do some changes over here, and yeah, you can replace these all. Basically, you can replace all these 8 nodes with just 2 RPCs or maybe even 1 RPC. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If I see my WhatsApp, I need to book a cleaning appointment. Yeah, we have run into some error, and let's debug this right now. Okay, what was the miss? I need to book a cleaning appointment. Okay, so we've got could not find the function public underscore penetration node schema. Okay, okay. Let me just go ahead and delete this parameter, and you should be good to go, I guess. Okay, yeah. So we've gotten this. We'll publish this. I'll type here Jatin. Now, if I go over to the executions panel, let's just you can see now in the table editor itself, we should not be seeing my name. Okay, now I should see my name if I refresh this. Tomorrow. Means at 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. works fine for me. What other services do offer to have me. Okay. Okay. So I figure out the error, guys. So we are sending it the status as confirmed instead of booked, and our Supabase table can only take three status. If we see over here, is booked, completed, or cancelled, something like that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll just change this to treatment status as booked. Perfect. Now we can publish this and it should work fine now. What other services do you offer? Can you tell me? Yeah. We offer teeth cleaning, whitening, braces, and anything specific you want to know. What's included in whitening? Now, as you can see, this feels more of a personal. Yeah, teeth whitening involves from interested in pricing or booking. Yeah. Tell me more about the pricing and also about braces. Let's see how this replies. Teeth whitening costs between 5,000 to 12,000 depending on the type and procedure. What's your budget for this? And braces range from this to this depending. Yeah. So as you can see, it is replied separately because there was a bit of a delay in sending the messages. So what's your budget for this and what's your budget for these treatments, something like that. And I'm just okay, I think I've done a decent amount of chatting. Let me just see if the in the messages field. Now let's go ahead and build up. Just go ahead and just schedule this. Let's say at hours 12. Yeah. For now, we will just add a manual trigger and we'll just add a HTTP node. We'll do. We have made a PC for this also. So I'll just import the curl, import this. Head over to my message table, to WhatsApp demo, copy the URL, then let's just, this is the URL, and perfect. Okay, so p underscore windows underscore hours, basically this means in what loop you want this RPC function to run to do the summarization. So what I'll do is I'll just keep this to 12 hours for now. Now if I execute this step, okay, my bad, it has not written anything. Okay, because it do not have any conversation within this field. So what I'll do is I'll just add a bunch of conversation in over here. Where is my Supabase table editor? In my messages field, I'll add a bunch of conversation. And Let me refresh it again. So to add the conversation, what I'm doing is I'm just adding past conversation and more users so that I can test this generate summary workflow. And what I'm doing is I just told Claude code. I just told Claude to add different users and messages to over this Supabase. And let me just refresh it. It is taking some. Okay, now you can see we have got a bunch of different users and probably, yeah, as you can see, we've got around 49 records. So now I go over to here and I just click on execute step. Yes, it's seen the tables field. As you can see, we have got the messages summarize up to, then again this messages, existing summary does not exist. Now what we can do is, yeah, we'll just add a loop node over here, keep the batch size as 1. We've got this message field. What I'll do is I've added an AI agent. Yeah. So previous summary, if it existed, and then new message to integrate. This is the messages, updated summary. It will produce, and here's the simple prompt for it. Then we have got our structured data as well. I'll just execute this. And after this, I'll just go ahead and add a HTTP node. And now I'll be using my save set user field, my bad. Save summary. So it will just save the summary, the new summary over the summarize up to the summary user ID as well. So we can get the user ID from here. The summary we can get from here. Summarize up to, we can get this over from here. Yeah. Now we need to add the API keys. We copy, paste, paste. For the Supabase URL, I can just use this. Perfect. Name to save summary. We'll loop this over. Now, if I run this, okay, so you can see every summary is getting generated, and yeah. You can see over here output, and then we have updated everything. Yeah. So this is our complete WhatsApp workflow. I've not explained you can build your own tools such as like the cancel appointment, the reschedule one, but this is how it looks like. Yeah, something like this. Now you can add more tools over to this workflow and do very many things over here, especially for the errors. You can just click on continue, always output data, retry on fail. You can enable this for all the AI agents over here, for the Supabase as well, and for the send WhatsApp message. You have you can have two fallbacks over here in the detect intent. If the intent is not in these four categories, you can add another node, and like you can use a custom AI agent or maybe a custom WhatsApp messages that there's something like the AI is not able to fetch a reply. It will get back to them in a moment, something like that. So you can do a whole lot of different things over here. But that is it. Here's the final automation, which you can actually, I won't say that you can use this in production, but with some changes you can use this into production very easily. I'll just publish this and well, and the same thing. So yeah, and now for the future, I'll also include some more things in the AI agent, which is multi-tenancy. Basically, you build one WhatsApp agent, and you can use that for multiple clinics as well. Then a dashboard where you can see all the chats, or better than chats, you can see every appointments, every patient history, and other things as well. Outbound templated messages. And now what this is basically, uh, yeah, you can say that WhatsApp does not allow messages you to send custom messages if the conversation window is bigger than 24 hours. So what you can do is you can create templates in WhatsApp to send for reminders and follow up as well. As if you see in my original automation, I have book and appointment reminder agent as well. And then we have got the compliance layer, the RLS, and other handlings as well. Then summarizer. So this is something, a more advanced version of this, you can say, which I'll explain in the further coming videos. Real-time alerts. Let's say if you are getting error, so you want someone, a person to ping that this error is occurring, and probably voice messages that the user can send voice messages and other thing. And I've not I've the prompts in this video are very vague prompts. I won't say this is a very good prompt. So in the upcoming videos, I'll explain how you can make this more better as well. Then we have, yeah, that is pretty much it. So this is what I'll be covering in the next video. If you need any other customized videos, just you can comment down or mail me. I'll be happy to create. Okay, bye. Thank you.